Hi everyone. So I've made a couple of recordings on the whip, Voice of Korea and KTWR Guam. I'm right in the center of the wood now, and I don't know if you can make that out, but there was a stream running through here which is completely dried up. It's actually quite damp here now because it's actually been raining for the past few days, but very little for 2 or 3 months before then. And this is literally right in the center. I can remember being here 2 or 3 years ago, no more than that, probably maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I copied Mongolia on shortwave. And it might have, I think it was not the first time I'd heard them, but the first time I'd heard them with a decent signal. And if you actually do a search on my channel for Voice of Mongolia, it was with the Sony ICF SW100 actually. It'll be on there. I'm sure I would have posted it, so you can have a look at that. But I was around here somewhere when I did that. But here, basically in the center of one part of the wood, it's pretty dark, and yeah, but it's a great place to be. So I'm going to start walking out, take you with me. So here we go. You can see there's a lot of branches and debris on the floor, on the ground, should I say. Some of this has come down in high winds. It's got moss growing over it, been there a long time. It was, I think I mentioned on my last video here, Storm Frank a few years ago toppled a lot of trees here, and created a clearing, actually, a sort of naturally created clearing that I nicknamed Devastation Clearing, and I used to actually use that and sit there and DX. So yeah, I love being here. The problem I've got is that I just don't seem to have the time anymore to take some radio equipment with me and set up camp for a few hours like I used to. Everything's so busy now with work and everything else that I just don't get the time to come down here. And even for like 2 or 3 hours, it's literally come down here, half an hour, and I've got to dash back because there's something else going on. So there you go. So now it's basically just take a path back to out of the wood, and look forward to coming back again at some point in the near future. So anyway, so there's a couple, as I said, there's a couple of videos. Voice of Korea 12015, very loud on the whip, and Guam on 15.2 megahertz, which I haven't heard that station for a long time. I used to copy them regularly, not because they can't be copied, because basically I just don't sit around listening on shortwave at a time when they're broadcasting. So there you go. But how beautiful is this place? Amazing. So what time is it now? 6:15 local time. Still pretty mild today, about 18 degrees I think it was today, maybe a bit warmer in the sun. So still good weather, pretty damp, but yeah, if I get the time, it's just a great place to sit around and listen to the radio and mostly without any QRM to speak of. So there you go. Anyway, I'm gonna walk back to the car and post these videos at some point in the near future. So anyway, there you go. 73 from the woods. Bye.